Hey silver tubers, welcome to Friday night at Mr. Zeke's Silver Pouring Bench. We got a couple of new molds in this week. I haven't had a chance to show them off, so I thought I would show them off with their inaugural pours. Got the first mold warmed up here. Got the silver nice and warm. And we're gonna go ahead and pour this, and then we'll take a short break and warm the other mold up and pour that one as well. So hang tight and let's see about getting this thing going. I'm going to leave a little bit of flame on it because I want to get some pour lines on the back, but not radical. I have no idea how much this mold is going to hold, so because I haven't poured into it yet, but it's a pretty big one. There's pour number one. I'm going to move that out of the way. Let it cool over here by Duck's Butts Duck. Heat up the second mold. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, let's try out mold number two. I'll pull this one out of the fire for the pour. See if we can get this to pour clean. It's all about getting it to pour clean. These don't have a lot of rim around them, so it's real tempting to over pour it. And that one didn't come out too terribly. We'll take a look at it here in just a few minutes. Alright, silver tubers, we're back. I wanted to go ahead and give those pieces a chance to tumble up a little bit. I'm going to show them. First we're going to show the cross, the dragon cross. It's incredibly unique in that it's very thin on some edges and very thick on others, and that's just how the mold pours. See how thick it is here. But you've definitely got the cross in the background with the dragon wrapped around it. Like I said, I tumbled it for about 15 minutes. And so that's the new dragon cross mold. I like it. I like the dragon molds. These are a couple more molds from Parts for Less $19.99 on eBay. So there's one. Set that right here. And the new addition to the lion family. This one is a lion shield, and this one really, I'm quite thrilled with this one. I like the shield shape. I've watched A.G. Ender pour a lot of shields, but to overlay the lion, and it even drapes off of the edges. First I thought it was an error, but it's not. That's how the mold is made. So I have the lion on almost a crest. Definitely a lot of detail in this mold. True to the lion family, the lion round, the mini lion round, the large lion round, and now we have the lion shield. And I'm kind of curious, see if I can get this, what this thing pours out to. It's quite chunky. You can see how raised that lion is off the surface. It's a little over 3.5 troy ounces for that lion. And the dragon cross, that one's pouring out to about 3.25 troy ounces. So earlier this week in the chat, I showed this coin. This is a pickup I got this week off of eBay. I've wanted one of these since the first time I saw it. And I finally got it in an airtight, and it looks a lot better than it did in the mint sealed package. But there's the 2011 Britannia, one of the more stunning designs. There's a couple more I'd like to pick up, but the premiums on the other two are quite astronomical. The 2001 is one, and there's one more that I want to pick up, but not right now. Not when they're, you know, pushing $100 or more. So I don't know, we'll see. It'll be a while. I got a package from Provident, the People's Bullion Dealer, with this very kind note from the president today. Inside, I got some dum-dums. I don't know if that makes me the dum-dum or they're just saying thank you. Got a Provident ink pen that I will display proudly on the pouring bench. And I picked up a couple of items. I pre-ordered one of these items. And one of them has already been shown. That's okay. I had to make up the $100 to get the free shipping, and I paid by check. Oh, there's a couple of, oh yeah, there's the airtight. Okay. So I picked up this Kookaburra. It's a 2017 Australian Kook. Lovely design. I'm especially impressed by the wood grain on the fence. That is really something special. This is what I've come to expect from the Perth Mint. Is incredible quality, and Perth never lets me down. So my hands are a little bit foggy. I apologize. So put that right there with the Britannia, because the whole reason for the order is in this package. Get it out of here. The invoice is in here as well. Oh, and I think this is my first magnet. It's a prospector magnet. Huh. I got a magnet. So, this was the purpose for my order. I'm going to... This is not the first time you guys have seen this. This is the second in the Queen's Beast series. This is the Griffin. I have the first one right here with the black ring around it. I'm going to have to order another airtight, oversized airtight, the X-tight, the X-deep tight, airtight. No, that's not milk spotted. That's just my fingers. So the frost or the fogging, and then the back is quite stunning. It's quite a gorgeous specimen, and I noticed that in holding it, the reading on the edges is incredibly sharp. It's one of the sharper, some of the sharper reading I think I've ever felt. They did a phenomenal job minting this coin. So very happy with this second edition to the Queen's Beast. At first I was a little bit concerned because I was under the impression that they were a high relief, but they're really not. They're just a chunky 2-ounce round. And so I picked up 2 of them when I ordered, because we all know where the second one is going to end up. It's going to end up with my boy Pit Bullion, because if I've got one shiny, I've got to have one for the nighttime, because the nighttime is the right time. So this one will most likely end up blackened, and this one will end up in a capsule. So that's my pickup from Provident. It wasn't a Black Friday or anything. Like I said, they offered pre-ordering, so I pre-ordered 2 of them, and I paid with check, utilizing my my military discount. So that was nice, and I'd like to give a shout out to Provident for doing that. That's very very kind of them to do. They don't have to do that, and as far as I know, they're the only ones that do that. I said do that. Lastly, what I'd like to share with you guys tonight is I made a comment in the chat that I was going to do a Christmas pour, something to celebrate. This is my first Christmas in the community. Last Christmas I was not part of the community, and so I'm going to, what I wanted to do, I didn't want to do anything fancy. I wanted to do something simple so that, it wouldn't be astronomically priced. It wouldn't be anything crazy. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 1-ounce bars, simple 1-ounce bars. I milled the mold myself so that I could get it as close to 1 ounce as possible. It's going to have the date 2016 on it. I got a snowman stamp I didn't want to offend anyone's sensibilities with anything too Christmassy. Not that I really care if you're offended. But it's got the snowman stamp, 2016, and then on the back it'll have my proof mark, the Tree of Life, and 999 fine silver. It will not have a weight on it. I don't want to overstamp these things, but they're all going to range between 1 and 1.2 ounces Troy. And so I'm going to pour a total of 20 of these, I think, and serialize them 1 through 20. They're not available yet. As you can see, I'm still working on getting enough bars poured to run the series. But as soon as they're done, I'll let you guys know, and then if anybody's interested, I will let them go. I appreciate everybody who has joined in on the live chats this week, and I appreciate everybody's continued support. There are some fantastic channels out there. There's so much activity in the community right now. It's amazing. It's hard to keep up with all the videos. And so I just wanted to say thank you to the community as a whole for making me feel so welcome since I joined this adventure. And in the meantime, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And Mr. Zeke from the Silver Pouring Bench, we will chat with you later. Take care.